Let's Talk completes the line. Race 2. They're off and racing. Ain't No Other Man from the inside amongst the first to go. Cocktail Party, and wider out is Norwich coming over with Let's Talk. In behind them, Olivia's Me Mama, and also there soon after Grace Rose. Make Your Point settle between those. A length and a half to Empress of India getting back into the field. Over on the inside, G Babe, and Oregon Hiker found itself back Stone Motherless last. Well, it's a long way from these leaders at the 650. Cocktail Party strode to the lead, 3/4 over Norwich, who worked up now across from its wider gate. Then came Ain't No Other Man, who took the trail behind them. Up running fourth, Let's Talk, the well-tried commodity. And then Olivia's Me Mama 3 deep. On the rail, Grace Rose in the middle. Make Your Point. Empress of India further back. G Babe, Oregon Hiker couldn't win from back there. Norwich hit the front, but Ain't No Other Man around its heels. Looms up now, and they beat off Cocktail Party. It's a 2-horse war at the 100-metre mark. On the outside, Ain't No Other Man. Battling back is Norwich. Ain't No Other Man, though, starts to edge its way clear. Let's Talk runs on late, but it's Ain't No Other Man. Ain't No Other Man beat home Norwich and Let's Talk. Make Your Point was fourth in from Empress of India. She picked off a few late. In behind those next of all when they'd pulled up, Grace Rose back there further in the field. G Babe, Olivia's Me Mama, and then Cocktail Party. Oh, and Oregon Hiker settled last, and that's exactly where it stayed. Number 1, Ain't No Other Man, ridden by Braden Garth. He gave it a perfect ride from barrier 1. He jumped quickly. He allowed the speed to come across, take care of matters. Garth was able to settle on the back of the pacemaker, and that was Norwich, who sped across, came off the fence, comfortably coming into the turn, and the race was pretty much over. Let's Talk behind them. Just couldn't quite pick up and extend, but still managed to get into third spot, and behind those was Make Your Point. A half a length. The margins, the interim numbers are 1, 5, 7 and 11. 1, 5, 7 and 11. Ain't No Other Man wins its 5th from 33. And such a versatile gelding, this son of Gingerbread Man from There's None So Sassy for owner Wally Daly, prepared by the Casey team and handled by claiming apprentice Braden Garth. Number 5, Norwich, battled well by Demerit from Paronga Up Road, prepared by Karen Kersley, ridden by Holly Watson. And third, it'll go to 7, Let's Talk, by I'm All the Talk from Bessan Rose, Jimmy Taylor, Lakdar Romilly, as we wait for the full list of those numbers to come to hand. And back behind them was Make Your Point in 4th placing. The third event today, the Swan Draft Handicap, over 2,200 metres. There is a scratching. Number 1, Filthy Habits, and a field of 8 will contest the next event at 1:58. Lockie Taylor's down in the yard. Let's go there now after the victory of Ain't No Other Man. Beautifully drawn and ideally handled by Braden Garth there, getting off the fence at the right time to put them away and to continue his ultra-consistent form.
Absolutely, Darren, and the Casey family have decided to stay at home, but winning representative is Bonnie Police, and Bonnie knows all the horses oh so well. Bonnie, this horse, he's been in work for such a long time, and he really deserved this result.
Yeah, he really did. He's such a consistent horse, and he's always in the first couple. It's really nice for him to get the job done today.
The speed was on early today. He's obviously a high-class, high-speed horse, but he travelled really well in behind them, and at the top of the straight, you only wanted to be on one horse.
Yeah, Braden did a really, really good job on him today. He rated him perfectly, got him out of the gates really well because he can step a little bit slow, and then was able to give himself enough room to get out on the corner, and just did a really good job.
How's he handling his work behind the scenes? Because as I said, he's been in work for such a long time and he's had some hard racing throughout that period. He must just be a pleasure to train.
He's such an easygoing horse. He's easy to do absolutely everything with, hence why I'm able to bring him to the races myself today. But yeah, we were sort of thinking that this would be one of his last runs for this prep, but he loves Ascot as well in the short straight, so we'll just see how he pulls up.
He may have proved you guys wrong. Well done on the win.
Thank you.
There's Bonnie Police after the win of Ain't No Other Man, potentially heading towards the paddock after today's win, but that's about as good as he's gone all preparation, so I don't think he's going to the paddock anytime soon, that's for sure and certain. A terrific result for the Casey family and the Dailies. Scott, as I said, this horse has been knocking on the door of a win all campaign, and he was an enormous class dropper, and therefore your on-top selection, and he duly saluted.
He did, Lockie, and the amazing part about him is he's got a shocking 1,000-metre record. He's actually never won over 1,000 metres for a horse that should be really well suited over the 5 furlongs, but you step him out 100 metres more to 1,100 and he's dynamite. So for whatever reason, probably some of it is the fact that we're back here at Ascot as opposed to Belmont Park. It's not like he was going bad at Belmont Park, he was just running into horses that were a bit too sharp for him.
Exactly right, horses, they're funny animals, 1,000 metres, he just came up short, but up to 1,100 metres and a drop-in grade. He duly salutes, courtesy of a wonderful ride from Braden Garth.
Certainly is. We'll grab a word from Braden now. We'll grab him here to talk about Ain't No Other Man. Braden, you couldn't probably have asked for that to pan out any better.
Oh, definitely. He stepped a touch away slowly, but I wasn't too worried. He settled beautifully underneath me. Worked out perfect. We were able to pull out, and he let down beautiful.
About the 600-metre marker, you were just going better than Lucky's horse on your outside and able to edge out in front of him.
Exactly. So it just panned out perfect. I was pretty lucky in that respect, especially with the horse in front of me just not travelling as well as I would have liked.
And at the top of the home straight, you only had one to go past in Norwich, got him pretty quickly, and from there on, must have felt the winner.
Definitely. I was pretty confident a long way out. He still hits the front end and dawdles a little bit, but look, he's just very well placed today. Yeah, so just too good.
Outspoken lad later on. He's a big price, but he was a cheeky run first up.
Definitely super run. Had a long time off. 1400s more his go. Really excited for him today.
I'm sure you like the rest of us. How good is it to be back at Ascot?
Yeah, great to be back at headquarters, especially in the winner's circle.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Cool, thank you.
There's Braden Garth combining with Sean and Jake Casey and Ain't No Other Man to take out the second here at Ascot. On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at a couple of features, the Ladbrokes feature on Damien Oliver, and we'll also be off to Pingrup for the roadshow.